Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Mindset with Mary podcast. There are airplanes flying all over my house, so if you're hearing those, that's that noise, the little airplanes. Of course, it happens right when I'm about to record a podcast, but you know what? We're going to keep going anyways. That's what this episode is really about too, like building your confidence and showing up for yourself. So today I'm going to talk about how to build the confidence in any skill in any area of your life, so that you can stop feeling stuck, so that you can stop feeling frustrated in the process and really start to take that action and make the results happen. So the first thing I want to remind you is that confidence is just a feeling. It's a feeling of certainty that you are capable of achieving something. It's a feeling of certainty that you are capable of showing up how you are, as you are, and being confident knowing that that's okay. Confidence is just a feeling, and that's it. And how you build it, I'm going to talk about that right now. I just want you to know, Michael Jordan did not become Michael Jordan overnight. So often it's easy to look at our external circumstances and say, oh yeah, that was easy for that person. Oh yeah, that was easy for her. For me, one of those things is, oh yeah, that was easy for her because she doesn't have kids. And so of course it was easy for her to show up because she didn't have all of the things, the kids running around and having to take care of a husband and the kids. But that's just an excuse. And excuses don't get me results. And so while yes, maybe Michael Jordan had some natural talents, he still had to figure out the game. He still had to figure out what worked and what didn't, and he had to put in the 3 ingredients to building confidence. And that is 1, discipline, 2, practice, and 3, learning to enjoy the process. So let's talk about it. Let's dig in. But before I do that, I just want to remind you that if you are wanting to go deeper in your journey and you've been showing up for yourself, you've been practicing the mindset work, you've been learning about manifestation, you've been doing all the things, you're working on your goals and dreams. If you're feeling stuck, or if you're feeling like it's just not happening, and you want to build the skill and you want to build your confidence and you want to have the support system that can absolutely help you feel confident and start taking the action and getting the results, book your free breakthrough call and we will get you the results. We will help you get there. We can create a plan, look at where you are, where you're going, and really dial in on how to bridge that gap and create a vision for you that helps you leave that session feeling motivated and ready to go. And of course, if you're like, this was amazing, this was awesome, I want to know more, I'll tell you all about the coaching package that I have to offer because I would love to work with you. All right, so first one, be disciplined. Showing up for yourself and being disciplined is essential in building confidence. And I think so often when we hear the word discipline, it feels cringy, yuck, right? Especially if you're in the personal development world, there's like these two opposite spectrums. There's like that hustle and bustle. And then there's the other side of things where it's just like light and fairy and fluffy, let everything flow. And while both of those are not bad in any way, shape, or form, it's really about dialing it in and bringing it into this like place, the centered place of being grounded and waking up in the morning and choosing to be disciplined in whatever it is that you're working on because you matter. Discipline really is just self-love. It's showing up for yourself even when your brain's like, screw you, Mary, I don't want to. Even when your brain's like, nope, don't want to do this today. Don't feel it. I need to preserve energy. I'm not going to do it. Nope, I don't want to. I'd rather just sit here and watch Netflix. No. I don't want to. I'd rather just drink this glass of wine on my couch and eat dark chocolate. No. I don't want to wake up early today. Let's snooze. 5 snoozes later, didn't get the workout in, didn't wake up, create the script for a podcast, didn't meal prep for the day, didn't do the things that you wanted to do, and that's not fun. So to be confident in whatever skill you're working on, you have to be disciplined. You have to show up for yourself. And instead of looking at the word discipline as this yicky thing, I want you to start looking at it as me showing up for myself. Self-love, showing up for me, following through. Okay? And when it comes to discipline, I want you to know that discipline doesn't mean following some rigid, strict rules. Being disciplined means showing up and figuring it out. The second thing is practice. I think so often we start working on a goal, we start working on a dream, and we're like, why is this not working? And you haven't even practiced it enough. This happens to me all the time where I'm like, oh, I'm going to start this thing, or I'm going to start posting on Instagram 4 times a week. And I start doing it. And after week 1 and week 2, I'm like, why is nothing happening? Oh, because I haven't practiced enough, because I haven't figured out what worked when what didn't work. I haven't changed it up a bit to see what does. Focus on what is working out. I'm just showing up and I'm just posting and I'm like, oh, wow, boo-hoo, it's not working. That kind of energy does not get us anywhere. It's such victim mindset, and it's really about switching it up. And when it's not working, understanding that you still need more practice and that abundance literally could happen overnight. The 5th time doing something, abundance literally could be knocking at your door. And the thing about abundance is that it's always there. We just have to tap into it. And sometimes that takes practice. Practice understanding what needs to shift, what is working, what's not working. Showing up, getting in the reps, right? We can't just do 100 push-ups in one day. You have to show up. You have to do the reps. Practice, practice, practice until one day it freaking works. But if you give up too soon, if you don't put in the reps, if you don't put in enough reps, it's probably not going to happen. So confidence is just a feeling. It's just this level of certainty. And the more you practice, whatever skill it is, being yourself, maybe that's all it is. Maybe you're just practicing being yourself. The more you be yourself, the more you enjoy doing it. Because, and here's why, the easier it gets. And one of my favorite sayings, one of my favorite quotes, and I believe it's Autumn Calabrese who says this, that it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. I could be wrong in quoting her on that, but there's someone who says that, and I'm pretty sure it's her. Doesn't get easier, you get stronger. The workout in the morning that you go downstairs and do, it's not ever going to get easier. It's still just as hard. You just get stronger. You just get stronger. Showing up and recording a podcast, it doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. You just get smarter. You figure out what works. You figure out how to make it easier. You figure out the technology. Building a business, it doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. You build your mindset. You build your confidence. You're showing up more. You're learning what works and what doesn't work. You're learning how to connect with your soul clients. You're learning how to speak from the soul and share your message. And so you figure that out because you're practicing and you're doing the thing. But if you don't do the reps, it's not going to happen. Practice, practice, practice. The next one, enjoying the process. And we kind of already talked about this a little bit. When it comes to enjoying the process, you have to practice to enjoy the process. When you are building your confidence, you have to have fun doing it. When you're building your confidence and just learning to be yourself and enjoy being yourself, at first your brain's going to probably resist it. It doesn't feel safe, and so it's not going to feel fun at first. At first, it's going to be putting you out of your comfort zone. showing up and talking about mindset and manifestation hasn't been fun from the beginning, because I didn't want to do it because I was afraid of what people would think of me. I was afraid of what my family would say. I was afraid people would judge me. I was afraid people would think that I'm weird and woo-woo. But the more I do it and the more I show up, the more I enjoy it. And I love talking about mindset and manifestation. It's so fun and it's so fulfilling, but I would have never gotten to that point of learning to enjoy it until practicing it enough that I became more confident in it. And now that I feel more confident in it, I'm enjoying the process. And so I'm showing up motivated and ready to freaking go because I know what the end result brings. Even though I don't want to show up and do a podcast because my brain's like, oh no, like we need to preserve energy. You don't have time. You need to hurry and go get ready for work. It's 7:21. You have to be there at 8. We shouldn't do this. I could fall into that trap. Or I could be like, you know what? I'm going to record this podcast before I head to work. Yeah, you're right. I probably don't have enough time. Maybe. I'm going to agree with you here, brain. But here's the thing. When I get done doing it, I'm going to feel so energized. And this day is going to go so good. And I love it. Life is here for us to have fun. We didn't just come to Earth to not enjoy life. We weren't just born to not enjoy life. We have to have fun. And whatever goal you're working on, whether that be meal prepping, whether that be, getting in your fitness routine, whether that be building your business and posting on social media and recording a podcast, or whatever it is, working on losing weight, whatever it is, you have to have fun doing it. As long as you hate doing it, you're not going to want to show up. But the more reps you put in, you're going to start seeing how good you feel afterwards. And when you feel good after doing it, that is now going to create this neuro association to your brain that thing creates pleasure for you. And now your brain's going to get on board and go, oh my gosh, I love it. That was fun. Let's do it. 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 All right. I wanted to just share those 3 tips with you, but I also want to bring up a really good point. When it comes to building confidence and trying to believe new thoughts around whatever skill it is, right? Like, I love working out. If that's the belief you want to take on, you may have cognitive dissonance when you start repeating this affirmation and saying, like, I love to work out. Because, and the reason why is because you might not like working out. And so you have these 2 conflicting thoughts. And so every time you repeat this affirmation, you're just reaffirming the old one because the old one pops up because it's still a belief. So what you have to do is start to bridge that gap. And this really is the process of like, yeah, you know what? Right now I don't believe that I can, but I'm open to the possibility of believing it. And I know that the more I believe it, the more that I'm going to show up for myself. And the more I show up for myself, the more the results are going to come. And the more the results come, the better I'm going to feel, because I start to think and believe that I can. And when I can, I feel good. I feel confident. I feel ready. And then I take more action. And then more results come. And you really start to bridge this process. And there really are 3 ways to be able to bridge your confidence. And this is something that I teach in one of the very first sessions with my clients, is how to bridge that gap. Because if you've been doing the mindset work and you're like super frustrated because it's not happening, and you're repeating the affirmations and all it's doing is reaffirming these old beliefs, and you're feeling stuck and frustrated, and you're putting in so much time and effort, and you're doing all the things and it's not happening, and you're ready to break that cycle, this is your sign to book your breakthrough call. And we can really help you start to bridge that gap and really help you understand how to build confidence. These are the tools that I teach in my coaching program so that you can start to feel empowered, start to feel confident that you're capable, so that when that feeling comes, you're motivated and ready to take action, and you take the action, you show up for yourself, and the results come. So I always leave that link in the show notes. So go book that free breakthrough call. Know that this is a free resource. If you're like, I don't know, because I don't want to sign up because I don't know if I want to do the coaching, that's okay. Sign up, book the call. Let's chat. Of course, I'm always going to make an offer because I truly am biased and believe that this program is going to shape shift. Oh my gosh, I just watched Moana 2. Shape shift. It is going to completely transform your life. It really is. I remember 6 months ago, before I started working with my coach, I had all of the mindset things in my head, but I wasn't implementing them as much as I wanted to. And when I started working with my coach, she was there to support me and guide me and catch me on these old belief patterns that I didn't even know I had. And now I'm showing up for myself more than I ever have before. Now the results are starting to come. Now I'm starting to see the shift in my life that I've wanted for so long. And to be 100% honest, I don't care as much about the results because I'm freaking having fun. And of course I care about the results because the results mean that I'm building my business. And if I'm building my business, that means I'm helping women. And I'm helping women who, like me, maybe have struggled with self-love, maybe have struggled showing up and feeling confident in their skin, and maybe have struggled because they might be a little bit of ADHD-ish and they need help with the time management skills so that they can get shit done. So they're not worrying about the freaking laundry. So that they're like, hey, family, hey, friends, I love you all so much. And when I take care of myself first, when I do the things that light up my soul first, I'm going to show up as a better friend, a better daughter, a better wife, a better whatever it may be for you, a better worker. When you do those things first, when you take care of you first and you're finally implementing that into your life and not just saying that you're going to, your life will completely transform. And I would love to be the person that helps support you, helps cheer you on, and shows you how amazing and capable you already are. I would love to do that. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Just a quick little recap. There are the 3 ingredients to building confidence. 1, being disciplined, showing up for yourself. To me, discipline is self-love. Discipline is showing up even when I don't feel like it, because I love myself enough to show up. And the more you show up, the more you start to love yourself. So it's the cycle, right? You be disciplined and you start to love yourself more because you see that showing up creates these acts of self-love, right? Number 2 is practicing. We don't get better if we don't figure out what works. We don't grow our confidence if we don't put in the reps. Because here's the thing, it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. You get stronger. And the greatest part about manifestation is that when you are practicing, when you are building the momentum, it actually gets easier and you don't even recognize it. And that momentum's building and going and going and going. And then when the universe sees how committed you are to the process, that you're practicing, that you're putting in the reps, it brings opportunities into your life that completely transform it, that completely shift how you view this world. And all of a sudden, abundance is knocking at your door. All of a sudden, overnight, you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, holy shit, there's an ab sticking out. Or whatever goal you're working on. For me, abs are like not like super important, but I do love when, you see that definition because you've been putting in the reps, you've been putting in the work, and it happens. Next part of the process is just learning to enjoy it. more than likely, at first, it's not going to be as fun. But the more you practice, the more you do it, the more your brain's going to associate pleasure, because you're going to understand that when you wake up and you do the workout, when you wake up and do the thing you need to do for your business, and you're like, wow, I did it. I did the thing. And you're celebrating yourself for that, and you're enjoying the process. It just is fun. The momentum and the motivation build. All right, those are the 3. And then also just reminder, cognitive dissonance. This is when you have 2 conflicting ideas. This is when you tell yourself, I want to start believing I'm pretty. And you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm pretty. But your brain's like, no, you're not. And what you do to bridge that gap is you build that belief. You don't just expect it to shift, because if you keep repeating these affirmations that you don't believe, you're just reaffirming the old ones that you don't want to keep believing. And you shift that and you start to make the adjustment of, okay, yeah, I'm going to accept that right now I don't believe it, but I'm willing and open to believe it. And then you start building that and building that and building it. And again, if you're like, I want to know the tools and techniques to bridge that gap, book your free breakthrough call and we can absolutely chat about that. Okay, I love you. That's all I have for you today. If this episode helped you in any way, shape, or form, please share it with a friend, print screen it, post it on your story on Instagram, tag me. And then of course, please, 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 if you would, it would mean the absolute world to me if you take a second to rate and review the podcast. The more you do that, the more it brings it to the top of the charts, and the more women that we as a community can help build their confidence, help build their self-love, and help them manifest the best damn life that they absolutely deserve. So thank you with all of my heart and soul. I love you. Have a beautiful week. Mwah.